Leo, welcome to your just-in-time intuitive tarot reading. If you're watching this, Leo, do trust there's a message here for you. If you're a regular, welcome back. If you are a newbie, welcome to the channel. My name is Bronya. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. And here's one of your cards coming out, by the way. And I'm looking forward to bringing you through your first reading with me. If you do enjoy it either way, please do like, share, comment, but most importantly, hit the subscribe button. Come into the collective. But also, yeah, it does signal to YouTube that you enjoy the readings. I can keep them coming, and it helps me connect with your energy, as does when you drop me a comment. So why not, let me know where you're tuning in from and what is going on for you. And Leo, happy full moon in Taurus. That is what we're working with this week. You might be watching it slightly after that. That is fine. It's not a moment in time. The energy is obviously expands, contracts on either side. I've actually pulled two of the full moon cards from the Moonology Oracle. Your card, Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way, and the Gemini energy, the answers you need are coming. All right, so pride, letting pride get in our way or ego get in our way, that is a shadow aspect of the Leo expression. And then we've been told here that answers are coming, maybe truth is coming, you find out where you stand, you hear back something like that. So we have to be open to receive the message. Sometimes letting pride get in our way could be, sticking to an old story, an old narrative. You're being asked to be open to receive and to sort of surrender, to soften the heart here. Now, full moon energy, the message that's coming in could bring completion, culmination, result. We'll find out. We'll find out. So let's head over to the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Now, Leo, personal readings and healings are available. You can pop over to my website. I'll link that down below if you want to arrange one. I'm trying to give the socials a bit of a boost at the moment. Instagram and TikTok, I post over there every day. So go and follow my official links down below if you'd like a little bit more. Algorithms they're harsh, so yeah, that would be wonderful. Okay, let's jump in and see what the Queen of the Moon Oracle wants to tell us. Ooh, surrender. Oh, that's just the word that I was using, wasn't it, Leo? Right, you've been told. Surrender it doesn't mean to say be passive, don't do anything. It means we can only influence through our center of control, right? This is one of my 4 fields methods teaching, right? We can only influence others and drive ourselves through our 4 fields of being: our spiritual field, our values, belief, energy, our mental field, our thoughts, our emotional field, obviously our feeling, and our physical field, our actions and communication, right? We can actually influence another's energy through that. But after we've taken our action, we've held our energy as we can, what happens after that is out of our control. So it's the culmination of our 4 fields that brings us to our personal center of control, and everything else is external drivers. So it's saying do everything you can here, Leo, but at the end of the day, then we sacred surrender, right? And that's when we magnetize from the frequency we have set through our 4 fields. All right, let's keep going. The Page of Wands, there is definitely news on the way, Leo. The Page of Wands is associated with communication. It's communication with curiosity. So you're being asked to be open and curious to the message. This is usually associated with very good news, incredible news coming, that maybe after a dry spell, walking through the desert, not being able to see life and growth, like not hearing from someone, not hearing back, we see the temple, right? So there is good news here that feels like it brings movement and outcome after a time of being in the desert, nothing happening. Where's my censorship crystal? And then we have the scorpionic energy of the Death card. That is rebirth. That's the rebirth. Going through the desert towards the rebirth, which is transformation. Now, I'm feeling that we've got full moon energy. Something completes and then something starts again. You're in the bardo. The desert is the bardo. It's the space between lifetimes, phases of this. I'm getting all mystical, but the phases between the situation. So there's been a lull, right? You're in the liminal space or the limbo. You're being asked to surrender. There is the spark of the new. Four of Pentacles. And when this comes around again, it's funny how we've got the circle again here with all these diamonds. Again, this is asking you to be open, but know your value and know your worth as well. Yeah, because look at all those jewels there. So if there is something that comes back around, like you're renegotiating about a job or a relationship or whatever it is, this is saying don't settle, hold your ground, but not from a place of ego, from a place of curious deservingness. Three of Pentacles. This is about some kind of reconnection, rebuild situation. So the Three of Pentacles can be negotiating to join a work team or maybe get into a college, a course or something like that, can link to higher study, skill development, apprenticeship, etc. But in terms of partnership, it can be getting on the same page of what we are building or working towards. It's the earthly realization of Empress energy, right? So something that you've wanted to create can take form, but there is a conversation, a communication, the answers coming that make that possible. And I think what is going to be discussed in this conversation is the Three of Swords, that there was either a severing of ties or a disappointment or something that disappointed you, right? But instead of getting up in the pride, we have to get into the how do we solve this? Because that's what I'm seeing the Three of Swords being here, right? That's what brought you to this energy in the first place. It is not saying that it's ending. No. We've actually got the Sun here, which is Leo, another one of your cards. Look, now I'm almost seeing that moon as the sun energy now, all this beautiful cyclic energy. And we saw the Ring of Diamonds and the Four of Pentacles, and now the Six of Cups. Here, I'm not doing reversals, guys. I actually just had that up the wrong way in my hands. That this is growth. This is reconnection. This is the communication. And the Sun, the most positive tarot energy that talks about overcoming obstacle. I knew that Three of Swords was going to be trumped by something big there. Where you've been disappointed, we see light. Where things have been severed, we see reconnection. Where there has been the void, the desert, the dry spell, we see illumination, we see photosynthesis. We see the sun, the giver of life, coming back into this situation. So my bet is that this message is going to be something like, actually, we looked at your application again, and you know what? We decided that you are the best applicant, or it didn't work out with the first person. Here you go. This is a relationship. I've taken the time I need to transform. I've done the shadow work. And now I feel like I'm on board with what you want to build. Obviously, there is different expressions of this energy, and they are only two examples. But you can pick up what I'm putting down here, Leo. There's something big here. There is incredible news on its way. Don't let pride be a block. Sacred surrender to the light that is re-entering your life. I'm leaving it here, Leo. Personal readings and healings. Pop down to my website, link below. Give me some love on the socials, the gram and the talk. I would love to have you over there. Sending you much love and magic. Do take care. Bye for now.